How is it that you probe for an upsell or cross-sell with an existing client? Hi guys, my name is Deepak Shukla, founder at the Pearl Lemon Group. We're a business growth and development agency based in the UK, USA, as well as serving clients worldwide. And here today, in day number 65, we're here to talk about the upsell or the cross-sell. But before we get into it, if you need any support with communications training, feel free to reach out to us and we can support with you on the client side as well as the internal side. And whilst you're here, click the link in the description below to get access to 7 additional strategies that are not shared in this training. So look, this is a really cool subject when you want to probe for upsells or cross sells with existing clients. What I would absolutely advocate that you do is follow really a couple of steps that I think become important. And this is the first thing. Know what your other products, upsells, cross sells are. So knowing what your upsells and cross sells are is important, because otherwise you're not going to be able to identify opportunities if you can't relate it to something that you as a company do. You don't always need to know what they are, but as you learn more, but that's the first thing, okay? So understanding, even in a simple mental spreadsheet checklist or Google spreadsheet checklist, what are all of the services that we offer, Deepak? Can you just give me the list of them? Okay, what does that exactly mean? Can you just explain it to me in 30 seconds? Okay, I got it. Okay, great. Deepak, if I identify something that comes up, so we'll talk about, so that's the first thing. Know what your products and upsells are succinctly, okay? And someone within the team should be able to give them to you, and then you should be able to, this one, understand the, you don't need to know this, but it is powerful to know, understand the elevator pitch. So if you can in 30 seconds explain what that is and repeat it back to me, that's going to be extremely powerful when you want to identify an upsell or cross sell, and then just point it out to the client on the call. So to point it out, so understanding the elevator pitch is, what is it that Pearl Lemon do in 30 seconds? Or what is this service that Pearl Lemon does in 30 seconds? And if you're an account manager, or if you're dealing with clients on a regular basis, then even if it's on email, then you should, or you, for example, work on a client website, then you should at some level be able to understand areas of fixes or issues. So you can probably identify issues in general. Okay, if you're an account manager or even working on the operations team, you'll identify problems with whatever it is that you're working on. There's no client or company that you could work with where you won't identify a problem or two. So in the identification of that problem, you need to inform your, let's say, inform your line manager or your colleague or the head of sales, or sales, sales team. Inform, so you need to inform someone about it where you think there's a challenge, and they might be better placed to identify if that challenge equals upsell or cross sell opportunity. So that's probably number one, because you'll identify problems irrespective of whether you know what all of your products upsells and cross sells are. So informing someone is going to be important. Okay, that's the first thing. And you can, so once you've identified it, you can bring a colleague to a call potentially. Let's talk about this with a bit more, let's say, order. So number 3 is probably the first thing you want to do, which is inform someone about it, because this comes before you even, for example, know what your range of products are, because you'll just identify problems. So that would be the first thing. Okay, inform your line manager or whatever it might be, whoever it might be relevant. Then if you know what your other products are, that's definitely going to be super powerful. Okay, so then understanding the elevator pitch and being able to repeat it back, understanding is also super important, because then on a call you could say, oh Frank, we could help with that, and this is how we do what we do. And then you could then organize, bring a colleague to a call potentially. Now this is where you think there might be, but you're not sure and you want to introduce it, or let your sales director follow up separately So you can, when you inform someone about it, you might end up, so from one, you might skip to number four because you'll inform somebody and then they'll say, okay, great, let's just organize a call and bring me to that call, and let's just have a look at it then. And or if you know what your products and upsells and cross sells are, you can potentially understand the elevator pitch, repeat it back, and you then will uncover more information. So you're based upon their response. So you can qualify the client in this way for more services. So you'll say, oh, Frank, I heard that you said you're struggling with Facebook. That's something that we actually help with. Exactly how it works is we would look at, your ads account, understand the client history and X, Y, Z. And this is also going, and then you want to repeat it back, connect the upsell or cross sell with your current service provision. Okay, so you want to find a way of saying why this is a win, and us doing this is going to help or be to the benefit of the overall, which it often will be anyway, because that's why you will have identified a problem initially through working on a project and then discovering there's a challenge that's impeding your work. You'll inform the sales director about it. The sales director will say, let's organize a call. In that call, you can maybe, between that call, you can know what your other products, upsells and cross sells are, understand a bit of an elevator pitch. You can use that to potentially further qualify the client. And then you can also connect the upsell with whatever it is that you provide. The sales director could possibly do that, and then you organize the call. So these are the ways that you can work in a reactive fashion, and then in a proactive fashion, let's just do, oh no, that's annoying. In a proactive fashion, let's just go to 6 now. 6, you can ask questions, okay? So asking questions, what's happening with X, what's happening with Z. So how does it work when it comes to so there might be things that are, for example, tangentially, peripherally related to your current service provision. So if you're doing SEO, you work on their website. If you're doing, for example, consulting, who is it that does the implementation? So there's all these areas that you'll already know that are connected to your main piece of work. If you're working with them on public relations, then who is it that posts that publicity across their social media channels? Are they using, for example, the actual PR in their recruitment drives or their marketing campaigns or sales calls? So there's lots of questions that you can just ask. So identifying your list of questions that relate to your service but take you to other places of service is also important. So building your list of identifying or asking questions. So let's say building a list of logical discovery questions and then getting into the practice of asking. So even you should ask every single client you work with your list of discovery questions, because it's going to, in the end, let you know more about their business and about it that's going to help you. Because even if you, for example, don't get the upsell or cross sell, knowledge is power, of course. And the more that you discover about what's happening in the business holistically and what's on, for example, your the market, your client side, the person on the other end of the Zoom call or phone call, then the better you're going to do. So having a list of discovery questions and then asking them is going to really enlighten you. And whether or not it leads to an upsell or cross sell, in many cases it can, you're going to be all the better for it. So there you have it, guys. That's how to probe for upsells or cross sells with existing clients. And please do subscribe if you're enjoying these videos, as well as leave your comments below with your takeaways so far. Thank you so much.